People ask me why my faith is different. Not better, not purer, just different. And the honest answer is this. I didn't lose faith and then find it again. I stopped flattening it. Most versions of faith I was given growing up were binary. Believe or don't. Saved or lost. Right doctrine or wrong doctrine. In or out. That framework works for control. It works for identity. It works for drawing lines. It just didn't work for life. Because I believed plenty of the right things and still lived misaligned. I prayed sincerely and still acted out of fear. I knew the language of grace, but carried shame like it was my job. So I did what most people do. I assumed the problem was me. I wasn't faithful enough, disciplined enough, certain enough, but eventually I had to face a harder truth. The faith I was practicing explained belief, but it didn't explain behavior, and it definitely didn't explain suffering. Here's where my faith shifted. I stopped asking, what am I supposed to believe? And started asking, how does faith actually operate inside a human being? What I found was this. Faith isn't a position, it's an orientation. It's not just what you think. It's where you aim your life when pressure hits. It's the direction your inner system turns when fear shows up. That's why two people can say the same creed and live completely different lives. Because faith doesn't live in statements. It lives in alignment. My faith is different because it isn't built on winning arguments. It's built on coherence. I don't see sin as rule-breaking. I see it as misorientation. I don't see grace as a transaction. I see it as structural mercy that allows realignment. I don't see doubt as the enemy. I see dishonesty as the problem. Most faith systems try to manage behavior from the outside. Mine starts from the inside. Body, meaning, direction. When those are aligned, behavior follows. When they aren't, no amount of belief language fixes it. My faith makes room for complexity without losing its center. It can hold grief and hope at the same time. It can tell the truth about trauma without spiritualizing it away. It can admit that people don't always sin because they love darkness. It can admit that true evil is rare. Most sin is distortion, fear, insecurity, or density, or weight they don't know how to release. Christ didn't come to win a theological debate. He came to reset orientation. That's the part that changed everything for me. Forgiveness isn't just moral. It's directional. Gratitude isn't just polite. It's stabilizing. Together, they turn the soul back toward coherence. My faith doesn't promise a painless life. It promises a navigable one. It doesn't say everything happens for a reason. It says meaning is something we learn to translate. It doesn't deny suffering. It refuses to let suffering define reality. And maybe most importantly, my faith doesn't require me to pretend. I don't have to explain away science. I don't have to flatten psychology. I don't have to fake certainty when I don't have it. Faith, for me, isn't about closing questions. It's about opening alignment. I don't follow Christ because it makes life easy. I follow Christ because he makes coherence possible in a world that constantly pulls us toward fragmentation. So yes, my faith is different. Not because it's louder, not because it's softer, but because it's built to hold a real human life without breaking and still point north when everything inside wants to turn south.